unfortunately, I don't believe this knee's going to let me go up to the upper falls.
Coffee. Might be the camp post over there.
And I think we're up here.
Upper.
The donkey.
Hey, what's up guys? Sean here. So this is a continuation of our road trip vacation, and we are at the Desoto Falls recreation area in the Chattahoochee-Oconee National Forest. And this is a beautiful place up here. The drive in was absolutely beautiful, but we kind of got a late start this morning. We had some stops to make, so we are kind of running out of light already. Time change is getting us, so we got to get this place set up and get ready to have a good night. I think we can gather up some firewood, so hopefully we can do that. We can get us a fire going, and then I'm about ready to get everything set up and relax. I'm ready for a mixed drink. So, all right, so Sarah's pretty much got her setup taken care of inside the car. I've got to set this tarp up now. It's going to be a little bit of a mix-up from what we normally do, because this ground is so hard out here, I can't drive a stake in the ground. So we're going to have to try to tie off to what we can and see what we can do to get this thing set up. It's going to be a juggling act. All right, so I got the tarp set up. Let me walk you over here and show you how we had to go about doing it. So on the front corner here, I got a really long line running up to that tree up there. I had to add a piece of cordage up there. We're tied off from this corner to this little tree over here, which worked out pretty perfect to keep this kind of at the front end of the car like we wanted. On the back corner, we're tied off to that tree right there. Still had to add a piece of cordage, but that worked out pretty good. And then on this last side over here, we tied off. I did put my pole up, but we ended up tying off to the picnic table right there, and that worked out pretty good. So I ended up with plenty of head height here. I don't have to worry about hitting my head on anything. And then we only used one of our poles, because we did notice that we really need to add one more pole to the system. I borrowed one at Georgia Bushcraft camp out, but we need to add one more pole just in case. So when Sarah drops the hatch here, this thing will sag. But if we have one more pole, we can push that center up. Works out perfect. So now I've got to get my hammock set up. Sarah's got all her stuff set up in there. It's about time to start getting some dinner ready, because I'm hungry and I'm ready for that mixed drink. All right, so we are still working the kinks out of the system. And what we have kind of discovered is that it's best to just wait until we're ready to go to bed to set up the hammock hitch mount. It doesn't take but a few seconds to set everything up, and that keeps it completely out of the way until it's time to go to bed. So I went ahead and made me a mixed drink. Now it's time to make some dinner. Tonight for dinner, we're gonna do something cool. We're gonna do steak fajitas and peppers and onions. So I'm actually enjoying this kind of overlanding setup that we've got. It's got some kinks that we need to work out. We've still got some stuff that we need to polish up, but other than that, I mean, really, it's a great little setup for us and very inexpensive. And it has afforded us to be able to do trips like this where, I mean, I could have probably found somewhere to set the hammock up, but it wouldn't have been the easiest thing in the world. And I don't have to worry about that now. I've got it right there off the back of the Jeep. So, but I feel a little bit guilty because I'm out here using the little gas stove and all that stuff. But it's been pretty cool. I have really enjoyed it. It's just a whole nother facet of camping that we can kind of explore and enjoy. So hope you guys are enjoying it. I also want to point out the fact that we are not a monetized channel, and that's on purpose. We didn't monetize because we want to try to keep you from having to be inundated with a ton of unnecessary ads. I know you're going to get some ads, but I just don't want you to be just blasted with unnecessary ads. So if you enjoy this content, we do have a Patreon. You can click the link in the description and you can join our Patreon. We also have the PayPal on there, and we're doing a new camera drive right now. So we're trying to get an upgraded camera. If that's something you're interested in helping with, you can click that PayPal link, and that would help us out. But if you're not interested in doing any of that, if you enjoy the video, just click that like button. That's great help to the channel right there. And share the videos with your friends if you think they'll enjoy them. So now that we got that out of the way, let's cook some dinner. All right, it's fajita time. So I got my little wraps here. A little cheese. A little piece of meat. Oops. And I went ahead and cooked all of my peppers and onions, because tomorrow I think we're going to do hot dogs and sausages. So that's already a step out of the way. I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. And I think I'm going to add me a little sour cream to this. Let's check them out. That's good. I just sat here and talked about my peppers and onions, and I didn't even put any on my first wrap. So we're going to put some of those on there and see if that doesn't take it up a notch. That's going to be a mess is what it's going to be. But look at that. I don't know if you can even see that. There you go.
Better?
Oh man, that's good. That's really good. Well guys, it has been a good day. Feels like it's been a long day, even though we really haven't done a whole lot. We did quite a bit of driving, but we stopped at a few places. We made another video today. But it's time to wind down now and kind of kick back and relax, and we'll hit it hard again tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna finish my mixed drink, sit here and watch this fire crackle, and I'm gonna climb on my hammock in a few minutes and get some Z's. This time change is kicking my butt already. It's gonna be a tough transition like every year, but I'm ready to just kick back and relax a little bit and catch some Z's. So see you guys in the morning. We got Sarah set up in here. She's all snuggled in here playing on her phone. We got the little buddy heater in here, just kind of knocking the chill off before she goes to bed. We'll turn that off real quick and then take it out of here. But that has worked pretty good. And funny thing is, it doesn't get hot on the back or the sides. And so if we keep the everything away from the front of it, it has done really good. So now it's time for me to get my setup put together. Well, it's about 2 a.m. That's the problem with me going to bed so early, is I wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I feel like I need to be up. And Sarah's still in the car asleep there, so I can't get up and make any noise or anything like that because I don't want to bother her. So I just sit here and watch a movie or a video or something on my phone, but that's the problem with going to bed so early. I wake up too early. Then it takes forever to go back to sleep. good last night. I was up and down a couple times, but not too bad. You can really hear the road. You can really hear the road bad here. And the funny thing is it's non-stop all night. And people like to race these curves, so you're constantly hearing cars that sound like they're fixing to go flying off the road and making all these sounds and stuff. So it's a little bit noisy, but not too bad. We did have somebody over here run a generator for just a little while, but it hasn't been terrible. This is a beautiful place though, and I'm enjoying myself nonetheless. It's very relaxing. You can hear the semi too. But I'm making me a cup of coffee. Trying to warm up. It's a little cold this morning. Make me this cup of coffee and get warmed up a little bit, and then Sarah and I are gonna go see what we can get into around here. There's a few nice hikes around here. There's a waterfall if we can get to it. I don't know if I can get to it. My knee is kind of hurting me today. I'm getting a clicking in my left knee, and so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it or not. But we're gonna see anyway. We'll see what we can get into.
This was my favorite city. Had it a long time.
Yeah.
It's like the first time we went to so long ago, I think.
Coffee. Look at that steam, boy. Where you at, Scrambled O? So, I gotta tell you, I can see how someone could get spoiled to this overlanding kind of camping, because it is nice to have the little gas stove, all these little creature comforts here, and you don't have to kind of live out of a backpack. It's kind of nice. Now, I love my going back and being simple and stuff like that, but you can kind of get spoiled on this kind of stuff. Oh man, that is so good. Really good. It's really neat. Every now and then the wind will blow and it'll blow the leaves out of the trees and they'll just come pouring down. It's really, really neat. We're enjoying ourselves immensely. Except for the traffic. Alright, so we are off on a little day trip. We're headed to either the upper or the lower falls, or maybe both, depending on how we feel. We're going to walk around the loop here and just kind of check out some of these other sites. I think there's a little creek on the other side over there, so we may go check out that while we're at it. So this place is absolutely beautiful. There is like some really nice spots in here. They're not super far apart, but they're relatively separated, so you're not definitely right up on somebody. But absolutely beautiful, beautiful area here. So this is site number 20 here. You can see, I mean, it's a nice wide open site. If you had a camper, you could easily back down in here. They have the lantern hooks where you can hang lanterns from, the fire pits, little picnic table areas. So if I'm not mistaken, this is called Frog Creek. And they do allow trout fishing in here. It's a stock creek. So hopefully somewhere down through here we can maybe see some trout. Number 23 here is a nice little site. You got one spot over on this side, but there's nothing on that side. And it backs up down there to the creek. That would be a really nice little site to get right there in number 23. This is site number 7 here. That would be a really, really nice site to have. Your next site is a good ways over that way, and then through over here there's another site. But right on the other side of the tent pad up there is that creek that runs through. Boy, it would be nice to have that creek sound right beside you while you're trying to sleep at night. Number 7's a nice site.
Like that, if anything available after aggressive destroying rocks or hitting a barrel of large sticks has been effective.
Well, we made it, although it's somewhat anticlimactic. Sarah says it's more of a water trickle than a waterfall. Oh well though, still nice up here. Well, that wasn't exactly the exciting waterfall we were hoping for, and unfortunately I don't believe this knee's going to let me go up to the upper falls, but that just means we'll have to come back another time for that one. So it was definitely a beautiful spot up there. Now I think we're going to head back to camp and see what else we can get into. Change of plans, we're going to the top. Guys, we made it. Not a whole ton of water, but we actually made it. And I gotta say, my knee is definitely bothering me, but not as bad as it was. I think I took a little break, and that helped me out. And it also helped me out that Sarah was pushing us on. She wanted to come bad, so we pushed on and made it. Hope that inspires somebody to just keep pushing. Not a whole lot of water, but it's still beautiful. Well, we made it back. It's funny, we got up to the waterfall up there and I ran out of memory card space. I had to wait until I came back to camp to put another SD card in, but I put this tarp up earlier so we'd have a little bit of privacy. We can kind of change clothes back there and everything, and it kind of breaks the sunlight off of us, and it's a little windbreak, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to try to find a tarp that will go the distance here if I can. So we're working out little details on it, but I'm really enjoying this setup. But now I think I'm ready to go over here and kick these boots off for a little while and relax, and then I'm going to have to try to get up there and gather some firewood, and that's not an easy task. But I see a couple sticks up there that I might be able to get to. So first, we relax. Well, I'll tell you, that little hike this morning must have really took it out of me, because I kicked back in that hammock chair that I've got, and I'm knocked out for an hour and a half, just gone. I got some good sleep though. Now I'm catching me a little snack here. I love this beef jerky, the old Trapper beef jerky, the peppered beef jerky. I'm gonna sit back, eat me a couple pieces of this beef jerky, and then I'm gonna have to see if I can't make my way up into there and get us some firewood for tonight. It's steeper than it looks. So if you look right up through there, there's some down limbs that aren't on the ground. Those might be good candidates if we can get to those. I've got one right over here I'm going to try first. It's laying out there. It's not on the ground yet, so that one looks pretty easy to get. We'll check that one out, see if it's not too rotted, and then we'll go from there. Finally got me a tough possum sit pad I can sit down here and kneel on, and that's going to work perfect. So I normally wouldn't cut pieces this long to split with my hatchet. It's a little bit long to split with a hatchet, but Sarah wants to fire tonight in the big fire ring instead of my little flat pack grill, which, to be honest, that thing is really good for cooking, and it's good for ambient light. Doesn't put off much heat. So she wanted the fire in the fire ring, so I wanted bigger pieces. That's why I'm splitting this in longer lengths than just smaller pieces, because typically I wouldn't try to split something that long just with that little hatchet. So I got this fat lighter shaved up here.
You did?
Now, all joking aside, this is Sarah's pile of fat lighter shavings. So Sarah wanted to start the fire tonight. She's done a couple fires, but she wanted to kind of practice and start the fire tonight. So I had her shave up a bunch of these fat lighter shavings. Go ahead and put your all of it down in there. Yep, just like that. Now, get your sit pad down, your Tough Possum Gear sit pad. Now, if you don't get it right off to start with. Don't get
Okay. So
worried
can I
about
touch
it.
this on the loop?
Yeah, you can, or you can just kind of keep as stationary as you can. Just oh, that was so close. It wanted to. Oh, careful.
So will it just flame up if
Yeah,
it touches?
it will. Okay, so sometimes, let me see it. Sometimes if it doesn't light right off the bat there, like you're getting good spark down in here, but these may not, we may have to make some more shavings.
Okay.
But if you anchor this thing down there and you get good spark right into there, it will flame up. Just keep practicing at it, you'll get it. Oh, you're getting good sparks. It's just not wanting to catch. Oh, I seen a little flame that time. Okay, let's try one more thing. We can try some cotton. So, sometimes when you're just starting to learn the technique, cotton like this can help you get started. So let's fluff up some of this cotton. We'll just put some of this cotton down in here.
I don't want to use the cotton.
Well, you don't have to use the cotton if you don't want to.
I want to try to do it.
If you're dead set to do it without the cotton, then...
I mean, I may do it later, but...
There you go. Haha. Awesome. I love the fact that she didn't give up and she didn't want to try it the easy way. She struggled through it and she got it done. Super proud right now. We got a good fire going. Nice job. It's about that time. So Sarah rocked it at getting that fire going. So I'm gonna make her a glass of whiskey. And I myself, I'm gonna have to use the Evan Williams. Not a sponsor, but I don't know why by this point. Evan Williams, hit me up. I would love for you to sponsor the channel. Or Old Smokey could sponsor Sarah, she said. Oh yeah, it is time. Cheers. Your drink's ready.
Alright, tonight we got hot dogs and sausages and those peppers from last night. I know I'm way overshooting it probably for Sarah on the sausages, but I'm pretty hungry, so she might be pretty hungry too.
Congratulations on your fire.
And there's the hot dogs, extra tasty.
Well, it has been a great trip. Sarah and I have had a really good time. I'm gonna be honest with you, hiking up that waterfall today, I was just about ready to give up. This knee was kind of hurting me and I was struggling. And Sarah wanted to try to go up to the other waterfall, and I'd kind of talked myself out of going, but Sarah wanted to go, so I figured that I would just kind of push myself as far as I could, and then if I couldn't go any further, I would just sit there and let her go up to the top. But I'm glad she pushed me, because we made it. We went ahead and made it on up to the top. I'm 300 pounds now. So I want you to take that as a lesson to, I don't care if you're overweight or if you're disabled or what have you, you need to push yourself. The only way to get better, to get stronger, is to push yourself. And mentally sometimes you can tell yourself, no, it's not worth it. But if you have somebody to push you, or if you can just push yourself and motivate yourself, it really helps, and that's the only way to get stronger and get better. So I'm really happy that we worked it out and made it work. And it wasn't easy, but we made it. And I'm just really thankful that she pushed me. We had a really good time and had a really good dinner tonight. Got a nice warm campfire here, so I think we're going to enjoy this campfire and call it a night. I will see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. Slept pretty good last night. I was having some weird dreams. I don't know what was going on. Maybe, like Sarah said, maybe it was all those peppers and onions. Gave me some weird dreams last night, but I slept really good. We did have like a pack of coyotes or something run through, and they were yipping and howling, making all kind of noise, and these folks' dog down here started up, and then there was one down there I heard start barking at them. But other than that, it was pretty nice. I didn't hear as many cars last night racing up and down. They're starting to come through this morning, but last night it wasn't bad. But we really enjoyed ourselves just sitting around the fire. We sat around the fire for a while. That firewood that I cut and split up lasted for a good while, so it's been a good trip. I don't know, we're gonna make breakfast this morning. What do you want to do? Just something easy, grits and oatmeal. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna make some grits and oatmeal and get this place packed up and get back on the road. It's been a great trip. This place has been pretty cool here. But it's time to get back on the road, I think. Well, it seems we made a grave miscalculation and we didn't pack Sarah's grits. So, unfortunately, she doesn't get any breakfast this morning. No, she found something she could eat for breakfast, but we packed the grits, and the what I'm having for breakfast this morning is cinnamon and spice grits.
It's not grits, it's oatmeal.
No, it's oatmeal. It's cinnamon and spice oatmeal. But it looked like the cheddar cheese grits. The package looked just like cheddar cheese grits. So, unfortunately, she doesn't get her grits this morning. But I tried these cinnamon and spice oatmeal, and it's actually not bad. I normally just eat the maple and brown sugar, but that's not bad. It actually tastes like a cinnamon bun. Well, ladies and gents, it is that time. It's time to break up camp. And my least favorite time. I think we have done a really good job making sure everything fits in here. But I do think we want to get one of those baskets or racks that go on top of the car. So if you have one of those that you prefer, drop it in the comments below and let me know, because we are going to be looking for one of those. Now, I think I'm going to be in the market for maybe a 5x10 tarp to run along the outside edge here. All in all though, super happy with this setup. It worked out great. Alright, so there's something that I keep noticing, and I've said something about it before, but when I watch my analytics, it says that there's still about 71% of you guys that haven't hit the subscribe button yet. Let me know in the comments below what I could do to get you to hit that subscribe button. At the time of making this video, we're about 2 subs away from 2,200. And that means that about 7 out of 10 of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you guys subscribed, we would be probably close to 10,000 subs. And I'd love to learn what would make you guys subscribe. Alright guys, we are all packed up, so that's another adventure in the books. Sarah and I really had a great time up here at Desoto Falls, and if you're in this area, you definitely should come check this place out. It is a beautiful location. The waterfall hikes, even though the water level is low this time of year, it actually is a very nice hike. You'll enjoy it, I promise. If you enjoyed this video, give it that big thumbs up for me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next week.